right, we are here. Good afternoon, good afternoon. Back again here live from Elaine's desk. Tips from Elaine's desk. Good afternoon, guys. Thanks for jumping in here. All right, all right. So, I usually pick topics and stuff like that that are one conducive to the ideas that everyone is having in terms of, trying to have other streams of revenue, of course. And a lot of times I get a lot of questions and conversations that people calling in, and I have a lot of consultation with other clients that are people are always trying to find ways and means to increase their revenue. So a lot of times I have these questions, a lot of times I have these consultations, a lot of times I have people want to do something different. So, and everyone feel the need to generate other streams of income. We all know when the pandemic hit, when one stream of income dies, that was it, right? For the most part. So most people now wants to be a lot more prepared for the future and a lot more prepared financially as they go along. So I get this all the time where people are, I think it's time for me to start a business. I don't know exactly what to do, where to start, and I have all these wonderful ideas. So sometimes they would ask me to tell them what they should start, right? So I get that all the time, for me to assist them in picking something that they should do because they have all these grand ideas and they don't know which one to get into. So today I want to talk about how things that you can consider before you actually start your business. And again, like I said, questions all day long. And sometimes I'm consulting with a client and I'm helping them figure out what business they should pick out of the ones that they have. So this afternoon, we're going to have some fun. We're going to talk about things that you should consider. 3 things you can consider when you are getting ready to start a business. And all you guys out there, I know you got something you want to get started. So this will help you along the way. Hi, Rod, Elaine Smith. Thanks for jumping in here. Hello, hello. Hey, Risha Utah Smith. Good afternoon, Miss Elaine. Good afternoon. Yes, thanks for jumping in. Thanks for jumping in, Margie. Good afternoon. Yes. I love those Smiths. Yeah, good afternoon. All right. So I love the idea of helping people figure out what it is that they should do because, sometimes you just need that little touch. And so we want to talk about 3 things that you can consider before you get your business started. And let's jump right into the first thing here today, guys. The first thing is you want to think of something that is absolutely necessary, right, for people. Something that is absolutely necessary. This is going to help you. So if you have an array of wonderful business ideas, list them all out and then think about these 3 things. Think about what is necessary, right? What service or product would you have to provide to the people that is necessary, something that they can use, something that will assist them education wise, maybe something that will improve their skills, some type of consultation, some type of training. If it's a product, how it's going to help them out. Is it going to be convenient? Is it going to be, so think about that. What it is that you're, all your ideas, figure out how you're going to help the public, because this is going to tell you how much need that there is for what it is you have to sell or what it is that you have to offer. So there's got to be a need for it. So think about what is necessary, right? And of course, is it going to be some skills? Is it food that's going to assist? Are you doing a clothing business that's going to help? Or it's going to be uniforms, or it's going to be blankets? Just think about how it's going to be necessary to service the folks that you are trying to service, right? Your target audience. What is you're going to be selling them or offering them in your business that's going to help them out. So you want to think about that first and foremost. Is this item or is this service necessary? All right. Second thing you want to think about is this going to save someone, say, time and money? So for instance, if you want to open a store, maybe a convenience store in your neighborhood, and figure, okay, this is going to be convenient. A lot of people may not have transportation, so this is going to be convenient. They can come right here and get all their necessity, or they can come here and get their service, whatever that service might be that you're rendering, whatever type of consultation that is. So if you make it convenient and you said it's going to save someone time, so they don't have to try to go all across town to get the same service, or again, time is money. So if it saves them time, it will definitely save them money. Okay. Sometimes you pay a little bit more premium, but when you add up the time that you go and you add up the gas and everything, the transportation that it takes for you to get to the other place on the other side of town to take care of the same business that you could do within the same neighborhood, then of course you're saving time and you're saving money. So think about what that service is or that product is that can save your the folks, your community, or people you're willing to service time and money, right? Very important. We love that. And I know you guys can look around in your neighborhood now and notice that there's so many convenient stuff that's there. The stores, the restaurants, the dentists, the doctors, the everything is in your neighborhood now. The reason for that is so that they can save you time and money. And so they have thought this out, right? They thought this out before they actually open up those businesses, right? So then that's the second thing there. And the third thing to think about in that section there is, will it help people change their lives, their mindset, right? So maybe you're going to start some kind of community service stuff. Maybe it's a recreation center, maybe it's a training, maybe it's a health and wellness class, whatever it is. Will it help people to change their mindset, right? So assist them to be a better person, health-wise, mentally, and otherwise. So these are the things to consider when you have all your grand ideas and figure out which one of those things are going to do one or two or all of those three items, right? So let's go back over that. Make sure that it is something that is necessary. And so it's going to help people, save them time and money, of course. It's something that they need, right? It's a necessity, whether it's a service or whether it's a product. And then, of course, it will change their lifestyle. It'll change their mindset. It'll change their attitude, their behavior, because, this is something that's going to help them to do that. You know what I mean? Maybe it's a training program or whatever that is. That's the first point today, guys. Make sure that whatever that business idea is, make sure that it is necessary. It's needed. Okay? Second point today, let's jump right into this. We're talking about 3 things to consider before starting a business. Again, with all the wonderful ideas that we have all the time, you want to do something. Second point, do something you know something about, right? That's very easy because, one thing, a lot of us, we all have different experiences, right? Some people start a business based on an experience that they went through and they figure, okay, this is a lesson I've learned. So I'm going to start a business that is going to help others that had the same experience as me, right? So Margie says, I think, mine meets 2. Okay, right. So Margie said, I think hers meets 2. Okay. All right. I think mine meets 2. All right. Yeah. I love it. Okay. Thank you, Margie. Hey, Jungle. Thanks for jumping in here. All right. So think about something that you have experience in. Thanks for jumping on here, Jungle. Think about something that you have experience in, right? Something that you have education about, something that you know something about. There's experience. Maybe there's education. Maybe there's some kind of training. You're familiar with it, right? You can identify with it. So something that you're very skilled at, which is very great. I mean, if you're good at doing certain things, then maybe that's the business you want to start. That's the business you want to start, right? So if you're good at making some kind of craft, that's what you want to start. If you're good at cooking, you want to start a cooking business. If you're good people, you want to start some type of consultation business. So if you're physical training, whatever it is, think of something that you are good at, because once you are good at it, you can then pass it on. You will be able to service the folks well. You're happy doing what you're doing. So you will be able to service your customers well. You'll be able to service your clientele well. And what happens, that will build your business. People will come, they will spread the word, and that will make you successful. So that's one thing you want to think about. You have all these ideas, guys. Figure out what you're the best at. Sometimes you want to do some things that we don't know anything about, or we don't know enough about it, and maybe it's not our greatest strength, right? Doesn't mean that we can't do it. However, you want to think about how easy, because you have to make the business be you. You have to become the business. You have to be a part of the business. The business is you, and you are the business. So you have to be a part of it. So you might want to do something, but you might not be so skilled at it. And you might try to be skilled at it. You may go and learn all those things, but then see if people can overcome that, there's not a problem. Okay. So, but to make it easier, if you already know something or you love to do it, then it's best for you to start a business in that same area that you are familiar with. It's something you already know, cut down time and money, right? You can get that business going. Like Jungle, he's very skilled at what he does. He has his own business. Of course, he got a lot of clientele and he's great at what he does. And he builds up a lot of clients, and his business continue to grow because he's doing something that he knows well, and he's very skilled at doing that. So that's the kind of thing that you want to do, guys. All right, so let's jump right in here. We're talking about 3 things to consider before you start your business. If you have an idea or lots of ideas, of course, and you don't know which way to go. The third point today, it says that ideas are cheap, of course, because you can come with plenty of ideas all day long, but execution is not. This is the part, right? So you're not going to be a successful business owner by having a bunch of ideas that you're just throwing around. You must execute. This is the reason why we're having this conversation. You need to pick one of those ideas and put it into motion. You got to execute. Okay, so you have to make sure that you put it into action. You have to make a plan. You have to figure out what it will take for you to get that business going, what the cost will be for your, say, merchandise, if it's going to be merchandising, if it's inventory, if you need a physical space, what the rent will be, if you need help. You have to just figure out, make a plan and figure these things out, because now you have these great ideas and you need to execute, right? To become successful in any business, you got to execute it. And then Risha said, what if you're interested in more than one thing? Is that what it is? What if you're interested in more things? Are you good at all? Are you good at all of them? Okay, good question. So if you're interested in a lot of stuff and you're good at all of them, then you know how the saying goes, right? You cannot spread yourself too thin because you can't open all these different businesses. So what you want to do is, like we said before, think about which one of those things are going to be more conducive to the people, maybe more necessary, things that they really want, right? Is it going to help someone? In what ways they're going to help? When we talked about that, whether it's some kind of skills that they're going to learn from it, how it's going to assist them, how in demand is that product or service, Risha, that you want to provide. So think about, if you are good at 2 things or several things, you want to pick the one that you feel the people need the most, right? Maybe this is what is needed more than anything else. I might like something else, but everybody might not want it right now. It might be a product that I can sell every once in a while. I have a client who restores antique cars, right? But then there's not a huge audience for that. There's a certain specialized set of folks that is interested in those restoration of cars that you do. And so that's not a product that you can just put on the market and sell every other day, right? So you have to think about it that, okay, how necessary is this? How in demand is this? And how much money can I get from this one thing that I actually do like, even though I like both, but which one is going to serve the most purpose? Margie says, I am registered with California State, California office as a claim investigator. So I want to reach out to more people to file claims. Okay, so you want to reach out to more people to file claims. So Margie, this is an independent business of yours, right? You're not working with the state. You're just registered with them. Okay, so again, this is a part of where your promotion comes into play here, right? And of course, you got to have some attractive commercial or some kind of promotional material where people know that this is what you do. This is the service that you're providing. And then you have to be able to spread the word. So now that someone knows that, okay, well, if you need to have someone that's going to be able to file a claim for you, this is where you go. So this is where that whole marketing and promotion stuff comes into play, Margie. And you have to have an attractive, format that you're going to put that out in, maybe whether it's in the form of a flyer, in the form of a live commercial of some sort. But this is now where you spend the word, because now you already got certified. Now you have everything in place. You're just looking now, like you said, to get more people to file claims. And they need to know that you exist. They need to know your business out there. So this is where the advertising and promotion comes in. That's the stage that you're in, right? So we got to work on that. And then, we have a whole session, especially in the next course, where it's going to talk about marketing and promotion to the people, the audience that you are targeting, right? And most people will have some type of claim. So that's kind of like a wide audience. So that's a good area. Okay. So, that's awesome. Awesome. Congratulations there, Margie. All right. So, again, like I said, we need to execute. Business is not always easy. Sometimes, as Margie said, that's right. Sometimes, some folks may make it look easy, but all of you guys who have already had a business, people like Jungle, people like some of you guys out there who've already been in your business, sometimes how hard it is. You work, you have to sacrifice a lot. Sometimes it's a lot of hours. Sometimes you question yourself, why am I doing this? Should I be spending all this time? My friends are all having a good time, and Like for me, when I first started, I'm still in the office. You know, sometimes you sleep in the office because you live too far to go home and you got to be back the next day. But at the end of the day, guys, it is all worth it. If this is what you want to do, it's all worth it. Okay, because now after a while, you will be in control of your own life. You will set your hours, you will set your pace, you will set when you go, when you come. You can set how much money you want to make by how much you put into the business, right? This is the great part. It's not like being on a job where, okay, this is all you know you're going to get. And, you know, in some places you could make a lot more money, but you still have to apply yourself in different areas, right? So whatever it is that you put in is what you're going to get out. Whether you're on a job, you barely do anything there, that's all you're going to get. And if you do more, of course, you make more money. But in your own business, you know, then there's the sky's the limit, right? So, and this is what we want to do. So that's what you want to do, guys. You have to have those ideas that, like I said, they're not cheap, but you must execute your idea. So you do have to pick one, Risha, and execute that idea, right? So, guys, let's recap this. This is great. I love this. I love this. I love this because, again, everybody has so much ideas going around. And sometimes you can be so sidetracked with the ideas floating around. Again, you don't make a start, and then again here you are every month you're thinking about what thing you should do, and then of course you're gonna have to pick one and get started, right? So 3 things to consider before starting a business, guys. First one is be necessary. Make sure that it's a needed venture, whether it's a product, whether it's a service. You know, see how necessary it is, especially if something in a physical location in the area that you're in, and make sure that it's convenient. It's saving people time, saving them money, you know, teaching them something, offering something to the community, offering something to your neighborhood. And so that's the business that you want to get into, right? Second point, do something that you know something about. So we can always learn new stuff. Some of us is just really aggressive that way. You know, we always want to try something we don't know anything because we're going to master the thing, right? I mean, we've all done that. I'm like, okay, I'm going to learn something new because if they can do it, I can do it. However, if you already know, if you already have experience, if you already have, you know, the education in whatever that is, so, and you can teach someone from your experience, go into that business. Start that one because you're connected to it and you love it. So that is perfect. You know it, you love it. If you love it, then that's what you do. So that would be a great business because now you are part of the business and you're, you know what I mean? You're happy doing what it is that you do. No matter what time they call you, you're happy doing it. All right. Third point, ideas are cheap. Execution is not. Make sure that you execute. That means that you have to put it in action. First of all, know what it's going to take to get started, how much money it's going to take to get started, how much money you can make from this business, all these projections. We teach all this in the course so you can understand how to project, how you can run the numbers. The numbers got to make sense for you to know that this is going to be a profitable business, right? So that's going to be important to you when you pick the plan that you want to go with. So how you can set it up and how you can execute that business idea so you can become very, very successful. So that's it. I'm not going to make this any more complex, but I have enjoyed this topic and I hope you guys do too. You can come to the course. We'll have a second course. I have to get the date up there at elainesdesk.com, and we will teach you guys how to get the business started, how to pick your business structure, how to come up with your name. Again, in there, we'll talk about your finances, your projection, the dollars, and you know how things are costing, what your bottom line is, what your profit will look like. We'll do that. We'll talk about marketing, targeting the right audience as well. And so all these things are going to be in there. And then, of course, by the time you get to the end of that course, you guys will be very versed in terms of being successful at your business. And you will have ongoing consultation with me. So, you know, you guys sign up at elainesdesk.com and register, get all the information on the course there. And you guys will have ongoing consultation to help you along the way, right? So we in this to win it. And we will all make sure that this works. Margie says, thanks, Elaine. Very, very helpful. Risha said, thanks. All right. Margie said, that's right. All right. Very, very helpful. Okay. Really appreciate you guys jumping in here. Hit like and share on this video, guys. Get all your folks on board. I'm telling you, there's a lot of questions behind the scene. A lot of folks that are here, but a lot of people call constantly. And I'm always very excited to get people going in their business. And I want to see everybody win, right? Everybody got to win. Famous learn on your hearts. Thank you for jumping on here. All right. And thanks for sharing too, Jungle, and all you guys, Margie, and everyone out there. Risha, all you guys who have hit like and share on the videos. Lauren Smith, thank you for jumping on here. All right, you guys. This is Thursday. I don't know what's going on with the weeks, but this is already Thursday. So I want you guys to have a wonderful rest of your Thursday afternoon. And you guys have a fantastic weekend. I'll see you guys back here next Tuesday. All right. So you guys take care of each other and take care of yourself. Bye-bye.